Hey, Angelique, thanks so much for getting a reading with me. Real quick, I like to tell everyone that the cards show the most likely outcome as things stand now. Because we have free will, all of this is potentially subject to change. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into your reading. You had gotten the Ancestors reading, and your personal message to this is your name is Angelique DeWitt, you're 28 years old, you were born December 1st, 1990. At this moment, you feel lost on your path. You don't know what to do with your life. You just feel lost and have no idea what to do or where to turn next. Can I help you? So, we're going to get into the cards, and I do think I can help you. Hopefully, this message kind of will give you some hope, and then we can see where that all leaves us after we get through all the cards. Now, I'm going to pull up the traditional format for this reading and then we'll go through it. Okay, thanks for your patience. So, what ancestor is present? You have the Seven of Pentacles. That's about profit, vision, and investment. So, this to me would say that this is somebody who would want you to invest in yourself, somebody who knows that you have great vision. Intuitively, I'm picking up grandparent, potentially grandpa. It's a male figure, and they've kind of always believed in you, always been supportive of you, and just really want what's best for you. It might even be somebody who was in your family before you were born, but they've always kind of been looking out after you, knowing that you have great potential. And the one thing that holds you back, and we'll get into it as we move forward, they're pretty much saying that it's not true. You're believing a line of BS that you keep telling yourself. They're also kind of saying have a little bit of confidence. And sevens in general stand for faith. Have a little bit more faith in yourself. Also, because of the seven aspect, there's this sense of them maybe having good faith, maybe not in a religious sense, but being more spiritual. Religion could be there as well. So you might have to think about who this figure would be, or ask people in your family directly who it could be. But a male, older, really, a visionary of some sort. Definitely, I would say that they did reasonably well financially. Maybe a better way to put it is better than most people. Um, and that's really what's coming through. Now, what gifts have they passed to you? You have Six of Swords, which is transition, rite of passage. Sixes also mean growth. So one of the things that they've given you, if you look at this card here, is swords are about thought. So even just from reading what you've read, it tells me that you have a very deep mind, because some people don't even ever think that they're lost. But one of the difficulties of a very deep mind is it's easy to get lost in our thoughts. As you notice here, though, there's all of this rain coming down. So rain is relative to water. Water is relative to emotions. There's all of these emotions pouring into your thoughts here. But, and I say but because of the deeper that we experience emotions, the more confused that we feel about our path. Typically, it means the bigger our calling is, and then also the richer happiness we can feel when we get to the other side of it. The deeper misery that you experience in life, or the more confusion, the more clarity you get eventually. So I would take this as you having a big calling. Rainbow obviously is kind of this beautiful thing that happens as a direct result of the storm and the sun refracting through it, the light refracting through the storm. One of the things that I'm going to tell you that's not in the cards, but I think that it's incredibly important. You said you don't know which way to go. Ask yourself this: what is your biggest fear, or what is the biggest obstacle that you've had to face in life? Because very often people's purpose or their path is beyond that big fear or that big obstacle. I wrote a book of poetry, and in it I say that basically everybody has this riddle of the Sphinx inside of them. This is your riddle of the Sphinx is determining that, but this ancestor has passed to you what may seem like a curse, but is actually a blessing. So you really, really have to unpack that, and there's not an easy answer that I can give you for that. Because part of finding your purpose is finding it yourself. I can tell you that it will be behind probably what you're afraid of or what's caused you the most chaos in your life. Now, what is this ancestor's hopes for you? You have Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about escapism and disappointment, and as you look, there's all of this sense of brokenness, and there's this looming dark mountain, this big obstacle to overcome. Uh, Eight is about change. They're hoping that you can move past that, move past these difficult emotions, move past this brokenness that you feel, move past this confusion that you feel, move past this situation that's holding you back. Ultimately, the truth is you can 100%. I have faith in you. I don't even know you. And I say that from somebody who's had to overcome a lot of stuff in my life. I 100% know that anybody can if they are willing to. You obviously sound like you're willing to, because the first step for making big changes in your life is asking, like, what can I do? How can I get past this? Where am I supposed to go? It's asking questions. Uh, because when you admit these statements of defeat, I'm finished, I can't do this or whatever, rather than asking questions, statements decrease things, questions expand things. You're on the right path. They hope you can overcome it. I know that you can. Their healing message for you. It's the World card in reverse. So typically the World is about completion and travel. But because it's the reverse, there's this sense of, in one sense, you don't feel that you're capable of moving past things. On another sense, you feel that other people are overshadowing you with what you're trying to achieve. And in the final sense of things, it's not that you won't find your purpose or that you won't get to where you want to be. It's that it's taking a little bit longer than you would like. But there is going to be this big change, this big transition, this big moving point in your life coming up soon. You just have to hold on, Angelique, and this person is rooting for you. One thing that I would suggest that you do after this reading is create space, just a little bit of time. Sit down, light some incense if you have some, or a candle, and just meditate for 3, 4, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever is comfortable for you, and ask for some guidance. Just still your thoughts and ask for some guidance, and I promise that something will come through and you'll get a little bit of a message, and it will tell you what you can do to begin to turn this card right side up. Once you are able to transition the end of this situation, it goes into the Fool, which is this new beginning, this open-mindedness, this optimism, and this whole new journey that's going to happen for you. You're right on the cusp of it. And I know that you feel that. So just hang tight. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Their hope for you is to heal your emotions. I'm going to run through this real quick. Who came through for you? Somebody with ties to riches, somebody who was a very inspirational person, somebody who, what's the word I'm looking for, was a visionary, somebody who would want you to invest in yourself. And it was potentially a grandfather, possibly somebody, great-grandfather, or even further back than that. Now, what gifts have they passed to you? They actually passed to you the gift of long-suffering. And that sounds like a horrible, horrible gift. But like I said, that gift of suffering or confusion or chaos in your life is actually what creates the deeper meaning, the richer experience, and the drive to find this deep purpose. What are their hopes for you? They hope that you can overcome your fear of this situation, your escapism, your disappointment with how things are, this emotional brokenness that you might feel, and they hope that you can overcome this mountain. You're almost to the peak of it, and you're almost coming down the other side of it. Hold tight. Everything will be fine. And then finally, their healing message is everything is about to change for you and transition for you. You just have to hold on a little bit longer. You're not being overshadowed for any big reason. You're not lost for any big reason. You're not doing anything wrong. Part of this whole experience of personal growth and finding your way in the world is this trial by fire, which makes you reach out and deeper into yourself and finding something more meaningful than you even knew that was there. You're right on the cusp. I'm going to give you one extra card as well. You got nurture from this oracle deck. So there's a lot of stuff going on. In tarot, the lion is on the strength card. And it's this sense of learning how to subdue your strength. You obviously have a lot of strength in emotion and in intelligence is really what's coming through for me. But those things can be double-edged swords. Nurture the more positive aspects of things and let go of some of the self-criticism about it. The other thing, you have the sun there. Sun is this active energy saying, take some action towards what you want. And even if you don't know what you want yet, take some action towards some things that you're passionate about. When you begin to take action based upon things that you're passionate about, it'll open doors. Those doors can open up new possibilities. Those new possibilities can get you on your path in another way as well. Then you have the moon aspect. The moon is about intuition. It's about dealing with some of the shadow aspects of yourself. It's about facing fears. It's about natural cycles, such as the moon cycle. One of these cycles is coming to an end. Nurture yourself as you go through it. You have the green here. This is all about the heart, compassion, love, empathy, kindness. Give that to yourself. Right now, what you need more than anything is just to nurture yourself and be kind to yourself. One of my friends who's an astrologer talked about this most recent moon cycle as it being about taking time to rest, relax, appreciate, and enjoy life. Do something fun. Don't worry about what your purpose is or what you're supposed to do right now. Have fun in a healthy, constructive, meaningful way. The way that I would suggest that you do that is do something that you enjoyed when you were a kid that you lost touch with. Some kind of innocent fun. It will make a big shift for you. Then finally, you have these three kind of ghosts there. To me, that is your ancestors coming up and just saying, we're going to help you get through this. Ask us for some insight. Ask us for some help. Ask us for some guidance, and we got you. You don't have anything to worry about. It's okay to feel stressed. It's okay to feel a little bit uncomfortable right now. Everything is going to change for you. Angelique, I really, really hope that this was helpful for you. If it was, please let me know. Please leave me a kind review on Etsy in 3 to 4 days when you're capable of it. It would really, really mean a lot to me, and it would help me a lot. Just know that you're divinely inspired and uniquely blessed, and you have a gift and a purpose. It's right on the other side of the things that you fear most, and you're almost at the turning point of everything. Hang on.